golden age of the music video is over, and it's been over actually for a very long time. There will never be another Thriller, Lady Marmalade, Ladies' Night, because critical mass in mainstream culture just doesn't exist anymore. Time used to literally stand still when the biggest artist in the world would premiere a music video. And now time doesn't even stand still for some of the most unthinkable tragedies that happen in this country. The golden age of the music video. Once upon a time, music videos used to be an extension of an artist's vision. Once upon a time, music videos gave audiences a face and an aesthetic to an artist or a song that they heard on the radio. It wasn't for any type of money or metric. It was just art's natural expansion. But once music videos started actually moving the needle and selling records, boosting cultural currency and relevance, labels started putting millions of dollars into music video budgets. It was pretty common to have a music video that you spent $1 million on at a certain point in the late 90s, early 2000s. And everybody was one-upping each other for who could come up with the biggest, most cinematic music video experience in the game. Once upon a time, then along came YouTube, and you could start uploading your music videos onto this platform. And we had a boom with Vivo where people were getting 1 billion views on their music videos. Music videos became obligatory. It became an industry standard, and artists, even if they didn't want to shoot a music video, had to. In my opinion, that led to the decline in quality of the music video. And it worked for a while until it didn't.
Your thoughts on Lizzo?
I think Lizzo's right. I mean, I'm not on the inside. I don't know what the insiders are saying outside of what Lizzo said, but I think she's a credible source when it comes to this sort of thing. She's one of the biggest artists in the world, so I'm sure she's experienced a lot in the course of her career. And yeah, music videos are not what they used to be. She's so right. I remember being excited when a music video was going to premiere. I remember it being a thing. There would be countdowns. It would premiere during big tentpole live events. The VMAs was one of the big ones where it would be like, stay tuned so you could see the new, I don't know, Beyonce video at 9 or they wouldn't even tell you what time. You kind of just had to watch and wait. Or 106 in Park, there would be videos that would premiere specifically on 106 in Park and you had to tune in. But again, they kind of make you wait a little bit for it. Or it would be standalone things where they would be like, Missy Elliott is about to release, her music video with Busta Rhymes or whoever, and at 9 p.m. tune in. You don't want to miss it, and you really would miss it if you tuned in at like 9:05. It was over, or it was cutting away from the end of the video. People were really excited about that time, and the music videos were top tier. I mean, those were the days of Hype Williams and Little X and the rest of them. There's a list of guys who were killing it during that time and making these amazing music videos. Some of them, it was just as simple as two people in a room, but the set design was crazy. Or it would be like these more extravagant settings with lots of people and parties and all kinds of different things. Like they really put a lot into it. You could tell that there was big budget, and it's kind of died down. Like Spotify has that thing now where they do they put a music video in the background of a song sometimes. And I'm like, what is this? I'm also old, but I'm like, what is this? Because I grew up in the music video era. Like, music videos used to excite me just as much as the next guy. But
Right.
yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same quality. It's just not the same. And I wish it was something that was of value to artists today, because we're in such a video centered world at this point.
Yes.
Um, it's it's almost weird that it didn't grow more, and in fact did die down. But Lizzo does speak to the fact that it became oversaturated, and you know, it started to lose its value, and a lot of it has to do with like our access to people and to things. I think she kind of said it where she said that, you know, it it brought the artist to you, and it brought their aesthetic to you. It brought their personality in a sense to you, and what they were trying to do with their music. We kind of get artists packaged very differently now. We're not packaged at all. So there's a mystery there that used to be there that's missing also. But yeah, I think she's absolutely onto something.
Yeah, I think she missed the key word here, which is technology.
Yes.
Technology changed the game. She said YouTube, she said the labels. Both those things are correct. I'm not arguing with Lizzo. I'm not debating. I don't think she's wrong. But before, this didn't do what it does today,
Yeah.
right? Back when it was the little flip phones, you know, you couldn't watch
Or,
a music video on your flip phone.
or the sidekick.
And right, you could watch it on the sidekick, but you didn't want to. It wasn't good
You could?
quality. It was a small screen. Maybe the later ones, like when it was touchscreen
Sidekicks
and
have
stuff,
video?
not the first one.
I never
I
had
think the
one.
later, yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
later ones did. But anyway, my
My
point is,
parents were not
nobody
with that.
wanted to. It wasn't good quality. That's
Mm,
funny. Um, it just was a very different time, right? And so
mm,
technology wasn't at the phase where we could do it ourselves and
yeah.
put it out ourselves, and also uh the internet access is better now, right? On your phone you can watch things in 4K without Wi-Fi, and that says a lot.
Mm,
Before we couldn't do that, so the
right.
times you're talking about when it was TRL or 106 in Park or the VMAs were premiering this video, there were very different times, and the accessibility, which you mentioned but Lizzo did not, is what was different. Technology today is at a point where Dashing D could put out a music video right now if she wanted to. It's very easy for you to just set up your phone, record it how you
Hmm.
want to, edit it on your phone, and put it out all from your phone.
Yeah.
And so things have become very different. It's also part of why budgets have shrunk down. You don't need to spend $1 million anymore to do the same things, because now those things would have to include like CGI and all this other stuff, which some people
Mm,
use, like Lizzo. And there are
yeah.
people like Lizzo who put out amazing videos still.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Turn the lights out. Anyway,
Anyway,
Lizzo.
Lizzo. Yeah, so I think that technology has changed the game
Mhm.
along with the things that she's saying. Not saying she's wrong. I think she just forgot that key component, because the fact that it's so easy for someone to do it today on their own also changes things.
Yeah.
So you don't need a label to do it. Lizzo could be shooting a music video every day if she wanted to, by
Hmm.
herself. That's not blaming Lizzo, just saying that accessibility to technology has changed, which
Yes.
also, in agreement with you, which also changes the access to the artist.
Right.
Before, you weren't going to see Michael Jackson on Twitter. You weren't going to see Michael Jackson on Instagram. Like, hey, y'all, I'm just working on this new move today. Check it out. No, there was this mystique to the artist. You only got to see them in those music videos, in the rare interviews. Today, we see these niggas every day
But even
because
now, older
technology has changed.
artists,
Mm-hmm.
yes, that's true. I was just gonna jump in real quick and say, even with older artists, like they don't be on the internet the way the younger artists are on the internet. There's a lot of factors. I get that. But at the same time, they still come into my shows. They still looking when I am putting out a tweet once every 6 months. There's like, and I think we lost that. I think we lost that.
You see,
There's no exclusivity anymore. There's no limit to access. There's no mystery. There's none of that. That doesn't exist anymore. But
yeah. So I think Lizzo has a lot of good points, and I think that she also just forgot like technology is different.
yeah, right. Because also after a certain year, like after a certain birth year, people don't really have a, and I'm not saying Lizzo is one of them, but I'm just saying in general, people don't really have a point of reference to, they do. Like you can research and you can look up things, but actually having
But
lived through,
it
like I
wasn't
think,
happening while they were.
right. I was going to say, I think millennials are the last ones to have experienced the hybrid. Well, millennials are the only ones to have experienced the hybrid, where like phones on the wall, the really big first cell phones, um, or not having cell phones at all, having rotary phones and things like that. Like there's so many technology advances that have happened in our lifetime that the people who came after us, most of them don't even understand.
Yeah.
Like to explain to a child, a teenager, that phones used to be on the wall and you could not see anything but buttons on the phone is
Right.
very confusing to them. They don't even, what are you talking about? What do
Right.
you mean you couldn't always uh, click over to someone else? Call
Right.
waiting? Didn't they don't even know that it's called call waiting. Like, just my point
Yeah.
is, it's yeah, a lot. I'm sure there's a lot of people who don't think of it that way simply
Mhm.
because this is the world a lot of people know. A new
Yeah.
adults. This is the world they know. So I mean, kind of sucks, but because I used to love a music
You have
video.
to
I
be able
also think
to
our
adapt with
attention
the
span has
times.
changed. What'd you say?
You have to be able to adapt with the times. That's part of being an
Yeah,
artist.
you do.
And yes, I agree. Our attention span is much shorter, and that's on purpose.
Yeah, and and I think what you just said is what Lizzo ends up saying. She ends up saying that she now has a channel for her, or I don't know if it was in this video or in a previous video she did about something slightly different, but she does say that she has a channel where it's just for her fans and
Yeah, it was a different.
um they're able to tap into her. She's able to talk directly to them, give them exclusives and things like that. I mean, I think there will be a lot of artists who move towards doing things like that because that I think there used to be also this connection between artists and fans that, remember artist fan clubs? Like, I'm assuming that
It's
doesn't exist anymore. Now they just have like TikTok pages and things like that. Like fan
female nostalgia.
pages. They do? Oh, well, I don't know. But fascinating. Anyway, we should move on.